Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power is a provocative, philosophical, and historically rich guide for gaining, defending, and managing power. It draws lessons from ancient empires, royal courts, military campaigns, and political dramas to extract timeless truths about power, ambition, manipulation, and survival from thousands of years of human history. All human relationships are based on power, according to Greene's thesis. Everyone navigates and negotiates power, whether in business, politics, personal life, or social settings. Achieving success, influence, and independence requires understanding power and the rules that govern it. In this section, we will take a comprehensive look at each of the 48 laws, capturing the essence of Greene's philosophy and its relevance today. There are explanations, practical implications, and ethical considerations accompanying each law. Law 1. Never outshine the master. Always make those above you feel superior. If you make them appear more brilliant than they are, they will not feel threatened, and you will rise in their favor. Key insight: insecure leaders may retaliate against subordinates who appear too competent. Application: be diplomatic about your talents. Let your success reflect positively on your superiors. Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Friends can become envious and unpredictable. Enemies, when converted, often become more loyal. Key insight: friendship can blur judgment, but shared interests with enemies can create stable alliances. Application: make alliances based on mutual benefit, not emotional connection. Law 3. Conceal your intentions. Keep people off balance by never revealing your full plans. Key insight: when people don't know what you're up to, they can't sabotage your efforts. Application: be strategic in what you disclose. Surprise amplifies your power. Law 4. Always say less than necessary. Powerful people speak little. Brevity creates mystery and control. Key insight: the more you say, the more likely you are to reveal weaknesses or give away leverage. Application: practice silence and leave people wondering what you're thinking. Law 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Your reputation is your most valuable asset. Protect it at all costs. Key insight: once your reputation is damaged, your power diminishes. Application: act with integrity, but defend your name fiercely. Law 6. Court attention at all costs. Visibility is crucial. Stand out or be forgotten. Key insight: in a noisy world, attention is a form of currency. Application: develop a unique presence visually, verbally, or behaviorally. Law 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Use the skills and knowledge of others to advance your position. Key insight: efficiency and leverage are essential to power. Application: recognize others' talents but position yourself as the leader. Law 8. Make other people come to you. Use bait, if necessary. Forcing others to act gives you the upper hand. Key insight: when you set the terms, you control the outcome. Application: lure people into your game instead of chasing theirs. Law 9. Win through your actions, never through argument. Demonstrate your point through results, not debate. Key insight: arguments breed resentment and rarely change minds. Application: let your success be your rebuttal. Law 10. Infection: avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Emotions are contagious. Associate with the energetic and optimistic. Key insight: negative people bring chaos and drain your momentum. Application: set boundaries and protect your environment. Law 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. The more others need you, the more control you have. Key insight: independence is dangerous to power. Application: cultivate irreplaceable value in relationships and organizations. Law 12. use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. Key insight: strategic acts of kindness can mask long-term intentions. Application: use honesty as a calculated tactic, not a reflex. Law 13. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest. People are more willing to help when they see a benefit for themselves. Key insight: self-interest motivates more than loyalty. Application: frame your requests in terms of others' benefits. Law 14. Pose as a friend. Work as a spy. Gather intelligence subtly. Information is power. Key insight: understanding others' motives and weaknesses allows you to influence them. Application: listen more than you speak. Use conversations strategically. Law 15. Crush your enemy totally. Leave no chance for retaliation. Key insight: mercy can give enemies time to recover and strike back. Application: when you commit to confrontation, finish decisively. Law 16. Use absence to increase respect and honor. Too much presence reduces value. Scarcity creates demand. Key insight: being constantly available weakens your mystique. Application: create moments of withdrawal to maintain desirability. Law 17. Keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. People fear what they cannot predict. Key insight: unpredictability keeps opponents off balance and fearful. Application: occasionally break patterns to stay one step ahead. Law 18. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. Interaction brings knowledge and opportunity. Key insight: isolation cuts off resources and weakens influence. Application: stay socially and politically connected. Law 19. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. People have different breaking points. Key insight: misreading your opponent can be fatal. Application: study people before engaging in conflict or manipulation. Law 20. Do not commit to anyone. Preserve your independence and flexibility. Key insight: aligning too closely weakens your negotiating position. Application: stay above factions. Be the neutral arbiter. Law 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. Feigning ignorance lulls opponents into underestimating you. Key insight: people lower their guard when they think they're smarter than you. Application: hide your strengths until the right moment. Let others expose themselves first. Law 22. Use the surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power. When you're weaker, surrender strategically. Key insight: resistance can provoke a stronger enemy. Yielding can buy time. Application: retreat when necessary. Wait until power shifts in your favor. Law 23. Concentrate your forces. Focus your resources and energies on a single goal or source of power. Key insight: dilution weakens effectiveness. Application: pick your battles wisely. Go all in when the stakes justify it. Law 24. Play the perfect courtier. Adapt to power dynamics with charm and subtlety. Key insight: grace, discretion, and flattery keep you in favor with the powerful. Application: read the room. Know when to speak, when to defer, and when to shine. Law 25. Recreate yourself. Don't accept the role others assign to you. Reinvent yourself. Key insight: your identity is your brand. Build it deliberately. Application: use appearances and behavior to shape how you're perceived. Law 26. Keep your hands clean. Let others do the dirty work so your reputation remains untarnished. Key insight: people judge appearances, not motives. Application: use proxies or scapegoats when needed. Maintain your image. Law 27. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. People crave meaning and certainty. Key insight: powerful leaders create myths, rituals, and a sense of destiny. Application: offer a bold vision. Become a symbol of something greater. Law 28. Enter action with boldness. Timidity invites attack. Boldness commands respect. Key insight: confidence often trumps competence. Application: when you decide, act decisively and without hesitation. Law 29. Plan all the way to the end. Anticipate outcomes. Think long term. Key insight: most people react to the moment. Strategic planners shape the future. Application: weigh costs and benefits of every move before committing. Law 30. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. Mastery should appear natural. Key insight: the appearance of ease creates awe. Application: conceal the work behind the curtain. Let results speak. Law 31. Control the options. Get others to play with the cards you deal. Direct others' choices so they feel empowered while you maintain control. Key insight: framing is power. Application: create false options. All benefiting you. Law 32. Play to people's fantasies. Reality can be harsh. Fantasy sells. Key insight: appealing to dreams and emotions wins loyalty. Application: package your ideas in visions of hope, wealth, or freedom. Law 33. Discover each man's thumbscrew. Everyone has a weakness. Find it. Key insight: power often lies in subtle pressure. Application: observe people deeply. Use what drives them to your advantage. Law 34. Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one. Confidence breeds respect. Key insight: if you value yourself, others will too. Application: set high standards. Don't beg, command. Law 35. Master the art of timing. Timing is as critical as action. Key insight: haste makes waste. Patience opens doors. Application: wait for the right moment. Never act out of panic. Law 36. Disdain things you cannot have. Ignoring them is the best revenge. Obsession gives power to the object. Key insight: indifference weakens what you ignore. Application: let go. Starve envy and conflict of your attention. Law 37. Create compelling spectacles. Dramatic imagery reinforces your message. Key insight: visuals influence more than words. Application: use ceremonies, symbols, or theatrical gestures. Law 38. Think as you like but behave like others. Stand out intellectually, blend in socially. Key insight: social camouflage offers protection. Application: keep dissent to yourself unless it's strategic to reveal. Law 39. Stir up waters to catch fish. Emotion clouds judgment. Key insight: agitating others exposes their vulnerabilities. Application: stay calm yourself. Bait your rivals into reacting. Law 40. Despise the free lunch. What costs nothing is worth nothing. Key insight: pay your way to maintain independence. Application: avoid being owned by favors or gifts. Law 41. Avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. Don't live in someone else's legacy. Key insight: you'll always be compared and likely fall short. Application: create your own path and identity. Law 42. Strike the shepherd, and the sheep will scatter. Remove the source of dissent, and followers will disperse. Key insight: cut off problems at their root. Application: target the instigator, not the symptoms. Law 43. Work on the hearts and minds of others. Manipulation isn't always forceful. It's emotional. Key insight: win loyalty through values and empathy. Application: appeal to people's beliefs, not just their reason. Law 44. Disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. Mirror your enemies to confuse or enrage them. Key insight: reflection exposes motives. Application: use imitation as a tool for insight or manipulation. Law 45: preach the need for change, but never reform too much at once. Too much change breeds resistance. Key insight: radical shifts feel threatening. Application: introduce innovation gradually. Respect tradition. Law 46: never appear too perfect. Perfect people are resented. Key insight: flaws humanize you. Application: reveal a controlled weakness or failure to appear relatable. Law 47: do not go past the mark you aimed for in victory. Learn when to stop. Know when to end the game. Key insight: excess breeds enemies. Application: win gracefully. Don't humiliate. Law 48: assume formlessness. Be adaptable, fluid, and elusive. Key insight: rigidity is vulnerability. Application: stay unpredictable. Reinvent as needed. Ultimately, the 48 Laws of Power is a timeless look at how power operates throughout history. Greene's book isn't a moral guide, it's a mirror. When viewed through the lens of strategy and ambition, he does not tell you what to do. He illustrates how things work in the real world. According to the book, the following truths are fundamental. 1. There is power everywhere, and ignoring it won't keep you safe. 2. The nature of human beings is predictable. It is based on pride, fears, envy, desires, and insecurity. 3. Self-awareness is the first step toward achieving power, followed by emotional control, timing, and strategy. 4. The use of influence must be balanced between morality and manipulation. 5. You can have ethical power if you use the law not to exploit, but to protect, grow, and uplift. In a world filled with complexity and competition, Greene's work remains controversial yet compelling. His 48 Laws are a roadmap through the psychological battlefield of ambition, ego, and survival. Whether you're a leader, entrepreneur, artist, or activist, this book challenges you to become more conscious of your behavior, more attuned to others, and more intentional in how you navigate influence. To rise in life, power alone is not enough, but understanding it is essential.